So I'm saying that our topic today is electronic communication, or that's where we begin. But we look at so many small things in regard to electronic communication. So we can write that electronic communication refers to any transfer of signs. Refers to any transfer of signs, signals, images, data, or any other information, by a wire, radio, electromagnetic, or photo-optical system, That is what we call electronic communication. It's as simple as that. It is where we are communicating information, and this information is in terms of videos, in terms of signals, is in terms of sounds, images. Now they are transmitted via a wire, a radio, photo-optical systems. Let's now talk about teleconferencing. I don't know whether sometimes back we talked about teleconferencing. Have you ever talked about teleconferencing? Huh? Teleconferencing and video conferencing. We just mentioned without details. Yeah. I think it is not in details. Yeah. So teleconferencing, and you write that this is an electronic communication. This is an electronic communication between two or more persons. At two or more occasions. Between two or more persons at two or more occasions. First of all, it is the telephone conference. It is a telephone conference, which can be one-way or two-way call. Which can be one-way or two-way call. One-way or two-way call. Advantages. Advantages. I want to write when I'm writing, I don't get too tired than when I'm writing. Advantages. Number one, easy to use. Easy to use. Number two, easily available. Easily available. Number three, it is easy to participate. Easy to participate. Number four, it is takes a short time to set up. Takes a short time to set up. Another one, saves energy. Saves energy. Number six is efficient record keeping. Efficient record keeping. Number seven is reliable at all times. Reliable at all times. So those are some of the advantages that you find when you are using this teleconferencing. We are saying it is very easy to use. It is something that is readily available, and it is something that is so easy to participate. It's not difficult to set up. It's also not very difficult. There is not a lot of time that is being used. The energy that is used is also very minimal. There is efficient record keeping, and it's something that is reliable all the time. So it's something that you can trust. Now, a few disadvantages. Some disadvantages of this. Some disadvantages. One is that it is prone to technical challenges. It is prone to technical challenges. Technical challenges. It is prone to technical challenges, so it can always fail. Number two, it is less effective since it has no face-to-face aspect. Face-to-face aspect. It has no face-to-face aspect, so that makes it not very good. Space limitations. Space limitations. Again, the distance could also be an issue. The space. Another one is that it discourages team dynamics. Team dynamics. It discourages team dynamics. It eliminates informal interactions. It eliminates informal interactions. Informal interactions. Number six is it affects professionalism. It affects professionalism. Professionalism. So those are some of the challenges you'll find with this one. That number one, it is prone to technical challenges. You get into that teleconference and you find that things are not working. So it becomes a major problem. The other thing is that there is the issue of space limitation. There is a team dynamics. We get discouraged as far as the team spirit is concerned. And it eliminates informal interactions. Watu hawezi interact informally, ile kama mchezo inakuanga kazini, which in most cases is very, very important because it makes people to get closer to each other. And it may encourage people from being unprofessional. So it eliminates what we are calling professionalism. as far as communication is concerned. Okay, then from there, let's discuss video conferencing. Video conferencing. Video conferencing. Video conferencing. Video conferencing. Video conferencing, and you write that this is a linking of groups of people. This is a linking of groups of people in different locations, by sound and vision. Different locations by sound and vision. Yeah, that's what we call video conferencing. You link, you connect people who are at different locations by sound. They're able to hear each other. By vision, they're able to see each other. A few advantages. One is that it is a good substitute. It's a good substitute for a face-to-face communication. Face-to-face communication. It's a good substitute for a face-to-face communication. So in other words, it's like we still have face-to-face because there is vision. We are able to see each other. Number two, communication is real time. Communication is real time. Communication is real time. So we are able to get information there and there. Number three is that it overcomes barriers of distance. It overcomes distance barriers. So the issue of distance is no longer a bother because with this technology, we can be able to communicate. The other one is that it saves on traveling costs. It saves on traveling costs. So when we are doing this video conferencing, we don't have to incur the cost of traveling from one place to the other. And closely related to that is that it saves on time. You don't have to travel. Just wait until the time of the meeting and you log in and you participate in the meeting. That becomes very, very time effective. Number 6 is that it facilitates rapid expansion of knowledge among people. So what that means is that we are in a position to exchange information from one location to the other. And you find that people learn. There is expansion of knowledge. And when you become more knowledgeable, then your life should be much better than it has been. Disadvantages of video conferencing. Disadvantages. One is that every participant must have the required resources. Every participant must have the required resources. Number 2 is that privacy is not guaranteed. So That means you can easily be exposed to people that you never wanted them to access your information. Another one is that it can be expensive. Can be expensive. Can be expensive. Another one is that some participants may be camera shy. That is, they will never open their video, like our friend here who is online. Watu wanaingia, but they don't open their video, so you never see their faces. You can only see the name. So some participants are camera shy. Another one, number 5, is face-to-face meeting is lost. Face-to-face meeting is lost. So when people get used to these online things, you find that by and by we are losing the face-to-face meeting. And I think I told you the other day here that our classes now are becoming smaller and smaller, the physical ones. Because when people experience this one, it is very difficult. Someone like Fatma, I know it will be very difficult now to convince her to come for a physical class. Is that so, Fatma?
Yes.
So similarly, even you, when maybe you start doing the online, you may find that by and by, if it is working for you, you don't want to do the physical meeting. Yesterday I was in a meeting where we were talking of a fundraiser, and one person suggested that we need to have a physical fundraiser meeting. And it was opposed. People say nowadays we don't need to have what? A physical meeting. We can do the entire thing online. Yeah. And they cited examples of where it has been done successfully. So by and by, some of these meetings that we have been used to will be no more. Yeah. Okay, let's now look at the next thing that is called webinar. And this one comes from the word web and seminar. Webinar. These have also become very popular. Webinar. But I think they have been replaced by Zoom, most of them. They were there when Corona came, ndio ulikuwa unasikia watu wanasema webinar. But I think Zoom has proved to be more efficient, more user-friendly. So nowadays, I rarely hear people talk of webinars. They talk of the Zoom meetings or the Google Meet. Yeah, so, but all the same, now that it is part of us, we need to discuss, and we write that this refers to the online transmission of seminars. This refers to the online transmission of seminars, presentations, or similar content, using video technology. It is interactive. Two-way communication. It is interactive two-way communication. Webinars are real-time communications. Webinars are real-time communications. Which can still be recorded for further reference. which can still be recorded for future reference or further reference. The number of participants is usually limited. The number of participants is usually limited. So I think that is basically what we mean by a webinar. It is where you do a seminar on the web. Instead of having a seminar physically, you have it on the internet. Let's have some advantages. Advantages. One, saves on costs because it is free. Saves on costs because it is free. Number two, very simple to use. Very simple to use. Number three, anonymous participation is possible. Anonymous. Anonymous participation is possible. Number four, there is ability to share and download additional materials. There is ability to share and download additional materials. Another one is that they can be recorded to play later. They can be recorded to play later. Yeah, so those are some of the advantages which are very, very clear. It saves us on time, costs. Webinar itself is free. You don't have to pay. And again, people do not have to travel from where they are. The accommodation costs are not there. It is also something that is very simple to use to exchange information. Then we can have people participating in an anonymized way. You don't have to show your name. So people can join. Everyone can be able to join, even if you don't want to be known who you are. There is the ability to share information. You can download additional materials while still on the webinar, and you can record, as you have said, for future reference. A few disadvantages. 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 One, technical problems can be experienced. Technical problems can be experienced. Number two, nonverbal communication is absent. Nonverbal communication is absent. Number three, participants can easily be distracted. Participants can easily be distracted. Number 4, interactions are minimal. Interactions are minimal. Interactions are minimal. Number 5 is that time frame is almost binding. Time frame is almost binding. Time frame is almost binding. Yeah, so those are some of the problems you find when you're using a webinar, that there is a time frame that you must set it, that we are doing our meeting from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Na hiyo time ikiisha, it will close, not unless you send you another one. There is always the interactions and the non-verbals, they are not there, which we have been saying all along. They are very, very important components of any communication. Participants can easily be distracted. You see, like now, when you are doing a meeting online, people around you can distract, and that is also not very good. Technical problems can be experienced, which may make us lose important information for that. The next small thing that we need to discuss is called wireless technology. Wireless technology. Wireless technology. Wireless technology. And write that this is the transfer of information. This is the transfer of information. This is the transfer of information between two or more points. Between two or more points that are not connected by an electrical conductor. Between two or more points that are not connected by an electrical conductor. Not connected by an electrical conductor. The most common include one is local Wi-Fi networks. That's part of wireless technology, the Wi-Fi. Another one is Bluetooth. Bluetooth, we know this so well. Another one is radio frequency identification. Radio frequency identification. Zile zinaitangwa ofa, zile zinatumika na askari, security issues. Another one is wireless sensing. Wireless sensing, these are gadgets that are able to sense something and communicate. Another one is 5G. They're using the 5G, it's more wireless. There is also what we call WiMAX. WiMAX, there is what we call radio paging. It's also like this radio frequency, radio paging. There is also number 8, biometric technology. Biometric technology. Biometric technology. There's Bell and Buzzers. Bell and Buzzers. Then the lot of technology as far as communication is concerned. And nowadays, I'm told even there are cameras that I just put in the pocket. When I'm here, we are talking, the camera is recording everything, the images and the audio. Yeah. So I don't have to come with a camera. It's just in my pocket or wherever in my bag, and it's recording everything. Yeah. benefits, or you can write benefits. Benefits. One is increased efficiency. Increased efficiency. Number two, all-time connectivity. All-time connectivity. All-time connectivity. Another one is greater flexibility. Greater flexibility. And finally, we have what we call reduced costs. Those are the benefits of having the wireless communication. There is ratio and efficiency. It's very efficient. Then there is all-time connectivity. You are connected all through. When you are near Wi-Fi, you are available all the time. If you have switched on your gadgets, there is a lot of flexibility. You can move from this place to the other, and we know this. Or your phone has even data. You can be reached anywhere. The costs also come down. The other thing that we need to mention, kidogo, although we know about it, is social media. Let's mention something small about social media. Some of these things we have been mentioning them. So it's just an emphasis. Social media. And we write that this refers to a wide range of internet-based. This refers to a wide range of internet-based and mobile services. Internet-based and mobile services that allow users to participate. That allow users to participate in online exchanges. Participate in online exchanges, contribute user-created content, contribute user-created content, or join online communities. Or join online communities. Social media has the following attributes. Social media has the following attributes. One is persistent. Persistent. Number two is replicability. Replicability. Number three is search ability. Can be able to search materials. Number four is accessibility. So social media is accessible. You can search materials. Unaonaga mtu akiandika kitu analetewa, anaenda anachomolewa file ya what they said 5 years ago. You can search, there is record keeping, you can replicate, there is persistence, and so on. So that is about the topic of information communication, information technology, communication. So finally, let's look at something we call ethics in communication. It's our last segment. It's a bit wide. I hope you can finish Okay. Ethics in communication. Ethics in communication. And write that ethics refers to a set of rules. Ethics refers to a set of rules that describe an acceptable conduct in society. Conduct in society that describe an acceptable or the acceptable conduct. Communication ethics refers to how communication ethics refers to how a person uses language, comma, media, and creates relationships, that are guided, and creates relationships that are guided by an individual's morals and values. That are guided by an individual's morals and values. Ethical communication is crucial. Ethical communication is crucial due to its emphasis. It's crucial due to its emphasis on the responsibility of people, to keep society civil. The vital characteristics of ethical communication are one, conveying the point without offending the audience. Conveying the point without offending the audience. Number two, maintaining a relationship with the audience. Maintaining a relationship with the audience. Number three, avoid withholding crucial information. Another one is well-organized value system. Well-organized value system. The last one is accuracy of information. Accuracy of information. So we are saying when you are communicating ethically, you are following a set of rules that guide us on how to communicate. And Ethical communication is supposed to emphasize that we need to keep our society civil. We need to ensure that there is peace and harmony in our communication. And the characters of this ethical communication are: number one, when you're communicating, make sure you drive your point. You bring home your point without offending anyone. Say what you wanted to say, but don't use it in a way that people will be offended. Make sure you create a relationship with the audience. It's very, very important. Ensure that you're not withholding any crucial information. There are some people, like yesterday I was also somewhere, and we came out of that meeting bitter because someone is not communicating the full information. They are withholding. You don't have to withhold. Ensure you communicate information that is accurate. Don't give us wrong information. And again, ensure there is a well-organized value system. So I take a break at that point. We'll be back. Continue from there. Yes. The skill communication skills. So depende kwa makina. But this is because those shall forward it's not be reviewing studying somebody the same thing. Get out Chicago see last year personal pay 45. It's in the Banda district. Same line. City person.
Friday unatoka ila niko na classes. Friday wanachoka sana. Unajua niko na classes mbili zenye zinafuata saa 5 hadi saa 8 alafu saa 8 hadi saa 11. Na 3 hours, 3 hours. Class moja ni kutoka classes za ni 3 hours.
Something different than this. You know, something different than this. No, something you have to understand.
Naenda economics inaendana na CPA.
Unafanya economics. Na mjekuwa ni
Experience. First test the best. Lakini unajua pia communication skills lazima ndio ungefanya.
sababu
Siwe nilitoa promotion
hii ndio next tunaenda economics.
after section 2.
Katika section 2 nikiwe economics na gani na communication skills.
Yeah.
Ndio sasa kumalizia foundation yangu. Sasa section economics na
Asi it's like about intermediate level. So communication skills with another out.
tunataka kutengeneza ICT.
ICT ndio itakuwa communicate.
Economics na sisi tunasema Q&A hapo kwa kuuliza. Now that tunasema Q&A
Maybe at the environment. Sasa hizi statistics, macroeconomics,
na uwezaji sisi wanasoma economics tutakuwa exempted
stuff like that.
bado tunatoka na economics.
Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele.
Yeah.
Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaweza sumbua huko mbele. Producer hata ni hiyo kitu ya exemption inaw Sasa kuna jamaa mshike wangu asite kwa na register alishafanya communication skills akaregister amesema hataki mashida. Kwanza ya kwa excluded kwa ya kwa excluded mambo ndana
sio yana kama sasa yana kuna kitu pekee yake pekee yake.
ndio naanga kai inaweza kuletea shida. Naanga kai ndio kufanya hizo ama inaanga shida.
Hiyo kwa sababu inategemea na certificate.
So unajua si hapo na degree yake grade. So unajua si bado atuona. Ataweza kuishia wazidi baada na unajua unaweza kutafuta kazi. Unajua ni tutaanza siku mapema before you degree.
Unajua because haiko as marketable as CPA. Ukifanya because lazima ufanye CPA.
Because na lengi
Sana yeye I think kama kujiuza hiyo ni CPA. But sasa kwa certificate akipromote hata kwa nchi.
ni nafsi yake kwa sababu ishote kwa ile nafsi ya kustakiwa.
Umesoma communication skills nyingine? Umesoma communication skills?
Shule ile community ndio nafanya community.
Ndio sisi wote tunao kitabu. Watu ndio nasomea. Sasa kama singeri ningeenda kufanya
Campus.
changamoto sio.
Na uko na degree ndio
pesa za kusoma basi kwa kabisa. Most days someone
ndio wanazo
ndio
dawa
hapa tu page
hizi na kwa
tunajenga sheria sawa
nje ya Central Bank pale hapo
hapo kwa ndio ndiko nilichotuikia hapo kwa hiyo
sasa ile kada au
sasa kwa timu
so hapa ni 11 years.
Nitashukia tumefanya
Sasa hiyo ndio sitafute degree.
nashukia kwa time imeenda ilipinga time fulani una degree ndio unaenda kama sasa ndio tutafuta opportunity nyingine como favorable for rights kama favorable for countries.
Lakini ya accountancy hizi kuna kitabu upate hiyo kazi rahisi. Kazi ya accountancy.
Treasury ndio sisi kama sisi treasury inatupea kama treasury na kamia ilipende ka 10 years before ndio tunafikia. Sasa shida ni ndio mtu anajikivu mbarani treasury fanya mmoja bado alipeleka kama certificate peke nyingi for 60%.
Na wao kujipata.
That's why unajua ni
Niliona ofisi
unajua iko sensitive iko technically ni treasury ndo na run kasi ndio ndio certificate kasi ni kazi ni treasury
bado wanajua tunaweza wakiananga tuenende to do with capital or certificates.
Muslim economy in order any Muslim economy can see it's not careful
Yende ikafanya ni ngumu ndo ajue juu watu wamefanya
hapo so maybe cancer I prefer it on ngoja
yende ikafanya ukakuza CPA
ili pale tuko nje mimi ni register in short
CPA
but siko ifanye
or
we're talking about this now office so I'm going
at least they are very confident.
ni change department iko sahihi ni sio content department ilikuwa na ingesti ikaingia 6:30 because in the afternoons the opportunity nchini nataza opportunity kila kitu ni anje inga mtanisi na post na in straight na kwa 80 student
Okay, so we can continue. Let's look at roles of ethical communication in a company. Roles of ethical communication in a company. Roles of ethical communication in a company. Roles of ethical communication in the company. Number one, builds a positive corporate culture. Builds a positive corporate culture. Builds a positive corporate culture. Number two, reduces financial liabilities. Reduces financial liabilities. Number three, boosts consumer confidence. Boosts consumer confidence. Number four, builds teamwork among employees. Builds teamwork among employees. Another one is respects privacy and confidentiality. Respects privacy and confidentiality. Another one is that helps people to accept responsibility. Helps people to accept responsibility. Yeah, so those are some of the advantages that you get when you are ethical in an organization. One is that people will accept and respect responsibility. When you say something, you are held to be accountable. You are told, come and explain. And if there are consequences, you suffer them. It helps people to respect privacy and confidentiality. You don't go disclosing information of people without their permission, without their knowledge. It also helps us to boost what we call teamwork. When we are all ethical, you can stay with people in a team. But if you have some people who are unethical, kazi yao ni kuongea vibaya ama kufanya mambo mabaya, you may feel that you do not want to be in their team. The other thing is that it boosts the consumer confidence. those people who deal with the organization, they feel that they have confidence. Like when you come to this place and you find that the way we talk to you people, the way we talk to each other, we are ethical, we are not harassing people, we are not dressed in an indecent way. You feel that you want to be here, you feel more confident. It reduces financial liability. The organization does not have to keep on paying suit every now and then. And there is a positive corporate culture. People like the organization. Principles of ethical communication. Principles of ethical communication. Principles of ethical communication. Principles of ethical communication. Number one is transparency and honesty. Transparency and honesty. Transparency and honesty. Number two is understanding your audience. Understanding your audience. Understanding your audience. Number three is respecting confidentiality. Confidentiality and privacy. Confidentiality and privacy. Another one is strive to understand. Strive to understand. Number five is speak non-judgmentally. Speak non-judgmentally. Speak non-judgmentally. Another one is do not interrupt others. Do not interrupt others. Number seven is active listening. Active listening. Active listening. So those are some of the issues that we will have, or principles of ethical communication. Don't be a person who keeps on interrupting others. Give people time. Be an active listener. It's ethical. Speak non-judgmentally. Don't judge people, not unless you have gotten a lot of evidence that makes you to come to a particular conclusion. Strive to understand. Actually, we say, before you seek to be understood, understand first. Understand others first, which is the same thing with this one. Understand your audience. The other day, we looked at how you need to study the audience analysis, the benefits, and so on. Ensure you respect confidentiality and privacy. Mambo ya watu, and even when someone confides in you and they tell you some confidential information, keep it confidential. Don't go spreading to others. Be transparent and also be honest. Make sure you communicate the true information or the information. Don't hide some information. Ethical issues in communication. Another issue is ethical issues in communication. Ethical issues in communication. Ethical issues in communication. One is legal issues such as defamation. Legal issues such as defamation and privacy concerns. Legal issues such as defamation and privacy concerns. Number two, discrimination and harassment. Discrimination and harassment. Discrimination and harassment involving deliberate actions. Involving deliberate actions. Another one is plagiarism. Plagiarism. And another one is copywriting. Copywriting. So those are issues of concern that you can easily be sued for defamation. Just say something and someone thinks that you have discrimination and harassment, which is very deliberate. You can see that this person is well intended to discriminate me, to harass me. They can't say it was just by bad luck. There is plagiarism. We talked about this when we said when you are writing a report, make sure you acknowledge any source of information. Copywriting, which is still closely related to plagiarism, make sure you respect the owner of the material. How to enhance ethical communication. 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 One, training the employees. Training the employees or train the employees. Number two, build a positive culture. Build a positive culture. Number three, communicate policies and procedures. Communicate policies and procedures. Number four, adopt an audience-centered approach. Adopt an audience-centered approach. Audience-centered approach. Number five, foster an open communication. Foster an open communication. Another one is commit to ethical communication. Commit to ethical communication. Another one is create lean, efficient messages. Create lean, efficient messages. Create lean, efficient messages. Another one is use simple language. Another one is allow feedback. Allow feedback. Allow feedback. Those are some of the ways or some of the things you can do in your company to ensure that there is ethical communication. Make sure you train people, let people know what is ethical communication, the boundaries that they need not to cross, build a positive culture, ensure that you communicate the policies and the procedures. How should people talk to each other? What are the procedures? What are the rules? What are the systems? Ensure that you take an approach that is audience-centered, meaning you pay a lot of attention to who is the audience, what they require, how they talk, do I talk to them, and so on. Foster an open communication. Let it be open. Let's not have a lot of bureaucracies. And ensure that you also commit. Actually, some places will require you to sign that I commit myself to be ethical, that I commit myself to write messages that are ethical. You also ensure that you create lean, efficient messages. When you have a big message, people can easily misinterpret, or people can write some things that are wrong there. Use simple language. Don't try to use very difficult language. It's not ethical. And create avenues for feedback. Let people tell us their feelings, their opinions. Let's now mention something called ethical dilemmas. Ethical dilemmas. In business communication. Ethical dilemmas in business communication. Ethical dilemmas in business communication. Ethical dilemmas in business communication. One is secrecy. Secrecy. Number two is whistleblowing. Number three is leakages or leaks. Number four is rumor and gossip. Rumor and gossip. These are dilemmas. A dilemma is a situation where you become confused. You don't know to go forward or to go backward or even to remain where you are. Issue to do with secrecy. Do I keep it as a secret? Do I release it? Especially whoever told you that it's a secret and someone else is coming to ask you, when unajua ni ukweli unajua, lakini uliambiwa useme. Do you say sijui umedanganya? Ama do you say ninajua lakini sitakwambia? Ama do you say najua na iko namna hii? That creates a lot of dilemma. Whistleblowing. Do you now go and disclose something wrong that has happened? And most of these whistleblowers, you hear them being called anonymous, because when you blow the whistle, wale umeanika, they can come for your case, and coming to your case, they could even mean death. So it is a dilemma. The leakages, information may leak even without our deliberate intention, lakini somehow maybe nilikuwa nimeandika some pages kamoja kakabaki hapa na nikaenda kabla nirudi kuna mtu ashakasoma. Or maybe I was typing something na mtu ameingia niko hapa kwa desktop yangu kabla ni minimize your screen ashasoma what I was writing. Those are leakages. Rumors and gossips to information tunaanza kutembea huku and you feel like it's like they have some truth, though not confirmed, but it's like they are pointing to a particular direction. That becomes a dilemma. Do you go and confirm the rumors? Do you stop them? And when you confirm, you will face the risk of releasing information before it's due. When you deny, you face the risk of being ashamed when finally it comes out to be true. Yeah. So those are things that okay, let's now look at handling communication dilemmas. How do you handle these dilemmas? Handling communication dilemmas. Handling communication dilemmas. Handling communication dilemmas. One, look for guidance in the law. Look for guidance in the law. Tafute mawakili wa kuguide. How do you handle these circumstances? Number two, rely on your moral judgments and principles. Rely on your moral judgments and principles. That means, wewe mwenyewe ujisikize. What is your conscience telling you? Yeah. Rely on those are called moral considerations. Number three is maintain character. C-O-N-D-O-R, character. That is truthfulness. Truthfulness. Truthfulness, honesty, and frankness. Now, be frank. But being frank does not mean you keep on saying everything that you have. No. It may require someone asks you something and you tell them, man, hiyo maneno achana nayo. And when they give you pressure, you tell them, ni kweli ninajua lakini sikwambia. So you can do what else you want. But I know I have the information, but I'm not doing, I'm not listening. Because someone should not make you to go against your conscience. For example, kama wewe hutakangi kutanganya, and someone is telling you, tell me the truth. Do you know? You know. Sasa ukisema hapana sijui, you go carry that pande mraji hukumu niliongea uongo. So sema ninajua lakini sikwambii. Be honest, be truthful, be frank. Another one is keep messages accurate. Keep messages accurate. Give us information that does not have errors. Another one is avoid deception. Avoid deception. Don't tell us lies. Avoid deception. Another one is behave consistently. Behave consistently. Be consistent. Ujue wewe, this is your way. We can even judge you. Another one is maintain confidentiality when required. Maintain confidentiality when required. Maintain confidentiality when required. Another one is ensure timeliness of communication. Ensure timeliness of communication. Yeah, don't communicate when it is too early, don't communicate when it is too late. And the last point there is control and ethical behavior. Control and ethical behavior. So when you see someone is misbehaving or doing something wrong, control them. Tell them, please stop doing this. It's not right. It's not going to help you, and so on. Finally, advantages of ethical communication. Advantages of ethical communication. Advantages of ethical communication. One, provides a peaceful workplace. Provides a peaceful workplace. Number two, motivates employees. Motivates employees. Number three, builds customer loyalty. Builds customer loyalty. Another one, enhances the reputation of a company. Enhances the reputation of a company. And the last one is retains good employees. Retains good employees. Retains good employees. Yeah, so basically that is those are the benefits of ethical communication. I think they are very, very straightforward. So that brings us to the end of our today's lesson and to the end of our syllabus. Tumemaliza syllabus as far as this unit is concerned. We are supposed to begin blocks from 2nd of April. So that means we still have one more week. So my suggestion is that we take a small break next week so that you get time to relax and also to look at your notes vizuri so that we meet now the week of 2nd April to start our revision. It will be 3 weeks, and what we shall be doing tutaanza kujibu maswali, the past paper questions from the last sitting, tukienda hivyo nyuma mpaka where time itaishia. So that is what we shall be doing. So we take a break. The next 1 week tutapatana. So Tuesday and Friday there will be no lessons. Yeah, take that time to look at your notes. Then when we meet the other week, God willing, we begin our revision. I hope you are able to book your exams today. Today was a deadline, eh? Okay, thank you.